Director Yorgos Lanthimos left quite a mark with his films The Killing of a Sacred Deer and The Lobster, but his last few movies have just not been hitting the same for me. If you take The Favourite or Poor Things, those are incredibly weird films by any other director's standards. But we've seen The Lobster, we know what a true freak this man is. I know he has more weirdness in him. His last movie, Kind of Kindness, definitely tapped into that weirdness, but it forgot how to be good. So I held my breath in cautious optimism for his upcoming film, Bugonia, a remake of the Korean film Save the Green Planet, which follows a conspiracy-obsessed weirdo who kidnaps the CEO because he believes he's an alien. Here, the conspiracy-obsessed weirdo is played by Jesse Plemons, while the suspect alien CEO is played by none other than Yorgos Lanthimos' work girlfriend Emma Stone. For the most part, the film feels like a two-hander as the two face off, with the conspiracy-obsessed weirdo trying to get her to admit that she is indeed an alien. And guys, I'm happy to report this movie is really good. An exciting, tense, wild ride of a black comedy thriller, which manages to marry the weird sensibilities of the filmmaker with some of his more accessible qualities, while also remembering to, be good. Sorry, Kinds of Kindness. I've been a huge fan of Jesse Plemons since his evil demonic turn in Breaking Bad, and my childhood crush on Emma Stone developed into serious appreciation for her as a dramatic actress as I discovered the depths of her dramatic work. But seeing those two act against each other on screen made me appreciate both actors more than I ever have. It's not that you feel like you're seeing two actors work. It feels like you're watching two state-of-the-art tennis players, the best in the world, hit a ball back and forth. Both of these actors bring such a great unpredictability to their roles. It has you on the edge of your seat every moment, thinking, what will these two do next? But as fantastic as Emma Stone is, this is Plemons' movie through and through. I don't just mean that as a matter of perspective or screen time, I just mean that every time he's on screen, he's burning the screen down with his talent, continuing to prove that he is one of the best actors working today. The 50+ million price tag attached to this movie completely baffles me, because for the most part, it's really just a couple of characters in a room just going back and forth at each other. And it is through those conflict-filled conversations, those verbal battles, that we dig into all of these compelling themes about why people cling into conspiracy theories, societal blame, and yes, there is a hint of gender politics at play. But what Lanthimos manages to do is to use all of these conversations not only to explore all of these compelling themes, but to misdirect you about what the movie is trying to say. He preys on your expectations as a viewer, leading you to believe he's saying one thing before revealing he's saying another. And it all culminates in one of the wildest final 40 minutes you will see in any movie of the year, maybe even of the past few. The climax of this movie is just an endless barrage of twists, turns, WTF moments before an absolute mic drop of an ending. It delivers on the unpredictable edge of your seat experience that I heard so many people describe one battle after another as, only to scratch my head asking, wait, that was it? But this movie right here is truly balls to the walls. There are movies that surprise you by going to places you don't expect. Then there are movies so bizarre that they go to places that you didn't even think possible within the framework of that movie. And Bugonia is the latter. A true unpredictable wild ride with something to say. But those themes are reveled in through action just as much as dialogue, and I'd hate to spoil the experience for you. All I'll say is it's brought to life by killer acting, sharp funny dialogue, and once again, an excellent score by Jerskin Fendrix. I will say though, like 95% of my Spotify is film scores. Film score, it's probably the second most important thing for me when it comes to movies, after the story itself. So if I had one qualm about the movie, it was how many scenes felt dry because of the lack of any music. When I feel like a score in some of those scenes could have helped propel the momentum even further. And part of my frustration is only because the score here is so friggin' good. But when all is said and done, you're left with one of the best movies of the year. And an easy 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for weekly TV and movie reviews. And if you've had the chance to watch Bugonia, let us know what you thought about it in the comments below. I'm Cinemike, and I'll see you next time.